Hello traders, welcome to freetradingvideos.com. This is the weekend edition. Markets were bullish this week, starting off here with the S&P Daily. The S&P Daily, we had this upward movement, rising wedge. It broke down, but then healed itself. It came right back inside, which was a bullish move. And then we started coming back down by day's end on Friday, Thursday and Friday. We stayed right here in this little triangle type formation. And now, when with the last two trend lines that I've drawn, was the last two swing highs, last two swing lows, which gives us a symmetrical triangle. Because of a symmetrical triangle developing at the top of an uptrend, that is a bullish pennant type formation that's starting to play out. So this thing could come down, come back up, chop around, and then blast through. What I'm looking for on the bull side would be a breakout over 11. If we can get a close over 1108, that would be pretty powerful. On the downside, we could get down here to the 1035, 1036, 1030 area. But really, for the things to get bearish, it would have to drop below this. So for the daily, I'm expecting some chopping to take place here. And this could break either direction. Right now, more weight to the bullish side on the big scheme of things. But let's bring in also the weekly and see what's going on here. Rising wedge, rising wedge. We broke down in the rising wedge and came right back. Blow this up, we could see this. You can see that we came right back, coming back into this trend line, finding major resistance here at the 100-week moving average, acting as resistance. That's that green line coming down here, and we have resistance right here at these highs. So for this to get healthy, like I said, we need to get a close up here 1108 or higher, and then to see upward motion take place. But it looks pretty choppy, a lot of lines here, a lot of uncertainty on what could play out. Let's see if the MACD tells us anything. The MACD right now is dropping, and we have a positive tick rolling north. So we'll see how this plays out. And let's bring in the monthly. Monthly is very important here. The monthly, we have resistance, resistance, we come down, resistance, and then so far right now we're higher than this. Now for the month, like I said last week, I drew this teal line, this magenta line coming, or cyan line coming down, and I said this could prove to be an area of resistance, or what we could expect to see a high. We actually went higher than that already, coming right here to the 1100 mark. So the big question is before this month is out, will this come crashing back down, finding support maybe at the 200-month moving average, but below this trend line, or will we break above it, building a high base before it breaks higher? That's what we're looking for. MACD is above zero with positive ticks. Let's go and look at the Dow. Drop a couple trend lines here. Let's draw a trend line there. Here it is. We have a trend, and we have, man, let's draw one here too. This low to this. So here we have this high base we're starting to build. That could be bullish, and some support underneath on the daily. And here's the weekly. The weekly is right now making higher highs. We had this high base is breaking out over the 20-day moving average, or 20-week, or the 100-week moving average. You got to get that right. We did break out over that. It's a very bullish move for the markets to make that move right there. See what the monthly is showing us. The monthly, we had this doji last month. This month we're making new highs, higher lows. It's a bullish move. We have a 100-month moving average acting as resistance. The question is, will we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 bars? 8 bars is very extended, so you have to really be careful of this. Let's bring in, I know we're only halfway through the month, but there's a view of the volume. Let's also look at the volume for the week here, because it's going to be low. and you can see this. Look how low this volume is. So even though it's a bullish week, it was done on very low volume. Move right over to the NASDAQ. Here's the NASDAQ. We come up, uptrend that turned into a rising wedge. It broke down. Rising wedge is now acting as resistance, with all the moving averages acting as support. Here's the moving averages, support. Big trend line, resistance. It's a high base, so the high base is bullish if it were to blast through, but it needs to get over 2197. It'd be nice to get it over 2200 for it to really be bullish. But there's a lot of resistance to the upside. There's support here to the downside. For this to go bearish, I'd like to see it down below 2107. If we can get there. And here is the weekly. Broke down. We're coming right back up. We have a big trend line. A big trend line. It's not even quite there, but that should act as resistance. And let's bring in our monthly. The monthly dropped, we come up, we pop through that resistance line. Very nice. We're over most of the moving averages. As support, we have the 50-month moving average acting as resistance, and we have these swings right here. So even if it does pop up, it's got some areas of resistance. It will need to blast through this to get bullish. But if this can continue to build a base, build that strength, and then pop, that could be bullish. The other thing I want to bring in would be the Russells. The Russells had this big trend, very healthy, went right into a symmetrical triangle, or almost an ascending triangle, then just broke down. Hit the 100-day moving average, it bounced up, hit the 50-day moving average, now is heading down. And this one, the Russells, is looking the weakest out of all of them. So pay attention to this, because this one usually is a leader. That and the NASDAQ, both the NASDAQ and this one, on short-term, on shorter time frames, look bearish. However, the longer time frames seem to look a little more bullish. So here we come up. We're right here fighting with moving averages, trying to get over them. If we can get over 630 on the Russells weekly, that would be very bullish. And here is the monthly. I have Fibonacci's drawn on this. We got to the 50. We're already hanging up, but it needs to build a base, pop up if it's going to go bullish. If not, we could see a massive retracement. This is one to be watching for. And let's also bring in, while we're here, I'm going to go to FinViz. The month so far is consumer goods doing the best, healthcare services, but financials have fallen out of bed. Pay attention to financials. That is a leader. You do not want to mess with this. If financials fall out of bed, so goes the markets. Here on the 3-month, financials, you know, they're still down here in the lower echelon, if you will. Let's go down here and look at the 6-month. The 6-month financials were doing the very best. So we can see right now they were doing the very best, but on a 1-month, they're starting to retract or retrace. So that's of concern to me as an investor in the markets, and you want to pay special attention to that. And for all of you who are going to Vegas or can make it to Vegas to the Traders Expo, we'd love to meet with you. Traders Expo is coming up, what is that? The 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, I believe, are the dates. You can go to tradersexpo.com and then click on Las Vegas. It's a great event. Looking forward to meeting individuals, other FTV users. And there'll be a few people wearing our shirts around through the expo. So be looking for free trading video shirts. They're black t-shirts with white text on them, or our logo. And but anyway, we're going to be meeting at the Paris. There's an open area right next to the casino and between the restaurant. Big open area. There's seating, and I think we're going to all be meeting there. The date and time is still to be announced. So if you're interested, send me personally an email, DSEVEN, D7 at freetradingvideos.com. Take care.